Angles within in kata come out generally. So if the two of us are here and I'm at an angle, you know what angle I'm at because he's there. We've got 2 points of reference. So if I'm here, we've been in a straight line. If you just stay still there, now you know I'm at 45 degrees to him. Now I'm at his side. Now I'm behind him. You know exactly where I am because he's there. If he's not there, how do I tell you where he is? You know, what can I measure against? The only thing I can measure against is me. So we have motions in kata where the kata goes, it'll suddenly go like a bang, it'll go sideways on. Right? And the way most people interpret that is, okay, that guy, I've seen him, he's sneaking up from the side. Yeah, you've got to attack like that, that's rude. That's it. And what I'm doing, of course, is I've seen he's there, but I'm not going to look at him, because you don't do that. Right? You're not allowed to do that. You know, I'm looking straight forward, thinking, okay, when he's close enough and he moves, I'm going to pin and showdown him, so be, hey! And what's a hand there for? Guarding your head and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense. So if I know he's there, wouldn't I turn and, okay, I've seen you, I know you're there. Oh, well, there's once, you're perfectly positioned, so he's standing there for a second. I was once at a seminar and a guy goes, yeah, but what, you know, what if there's 2 of them? So I stand here going, if it was me, I'd just kind of take a step back so I can see them both. But what we do is, it's a bad habit, you know, we look at kata and we put everything back onto straight lines again. You know, everything's got to be on a straight line, but we know that being at angles is advantageous. So, but how can you record it? Well, the only way you can record it is in reference to you, so that's exactly what the kata does. Every time you see a movement at an angle, it means that you're at that angle in relation to your opponent. Right? Motobu said that in reference to Nahanshi or Teki kata, and Mabuni said it in reference to Pinan Gonan kata. That the angle doesn't represent the angle the opponent's at, it represents the angle that you shift to. Does everyone know that? It can't tell you how to shift because it doesn't really know where you're at. It just says when you do this movement, be sideways onto him. How you get there, I don't care. Because that'll depend on the circumstances, where he is, where you are, you know. You can't predict that for you. But you've got to get to that angle. So if we're looking at Pinan Shodan, right, you've got the 3 knife hands going forwards. I'll quickly explain why I think this thing's in 3. Right? Back home we've got a thing called the British Crime Survey. So once a year they break down all the data and say this is the crimes that have happened. They do it from police records, A&E reports, victim support groups, everything. Bring it together and go, this is the state of crime in the country. It's fascinating reading, right? One of the things that they found was, statistically year on year, most common place for injuries is the left-hand side of the face. Right? And the reason for that is most people are right-handed. So when I pick up what I'm going to hit him with, or I go to hit him, it comes slightly in this way. So I hit him on from there, so the left-hand side of his face, yeah? So the kata assumes that you are right-handed as well, right? So if I throw my, in a real fight as well, I'm going to play with my natural strengths. You know, I'm not going to go, I'm right-handed, so if my life depended on it, I'm not going to go, I'll try this on my left. You know, I'm going to stick with what I know well, and the kata encourages you to do that. So if I was to throw a shot with my strong hand and like he kind of jams it or blocks it or something, okay, there's the obstruction. So I can strip it and hit. And the kata goes, there's your first knife hand. For those that know Pinan Shodan, there's one. Okay, so most likely it'll be his left arm you're clearing, because we assume that he's right-handed. And then it shows the second movement. So practice on both sides, sensei. The kata says, yeah, sure you should. But remember that that's the one that's most likely. Is everyone okay with that? So when you have 3s, it's kind of mapping out what's most likely for a right-handed person. Right? So anyway, so we've got those, we've got the nukate, which I'll come to later. And then the kata, you've got shutoki's 2 of them at 45 degrees. So we've suddenly got angles introduced, right? So if a movement's at 45 degrees, all that's saying is, when you've done that, be at 45 degrees. So when I was doing it before, I was here, which is all right. If I can get here, this is even better. Is everyone right with that? So I'm further away. But I wouldn't teach the students to angle first. I'd teach them to do it straight first. Then when they can do that, I can add in the lateral movement, which is what your kata encourages. All right. So I call this pin and pencil. You know, if you're using a compass to draw a circle, put the pin in, then you use the pencil to draw the arc. So the basic foot movement is something similar to that. Is I drop this foot in, and then that back one spins. That spinning motion adds to the power here too as well. Is everyone alright with that? And there's 4 of them, for those that know the kata. The reason there's 4 is because he's got 2 arms. And I can go the inside of it and the outside of it. 2 times 2 is 4. Right? Stop me if I'm getting too advanced, alright? But so I go here, or I can go here. Okay? So then I've got to go the other arm so I can do either. Okay? In Shotokan, there's one at 90 degrees. And that's fine, you know, you do that. So if I go here, 90 degrees can be great. Right? It's very hard to do the inside one at 90 degrees because you've got to drag that arm a hell of a long way. Okay, so the kata shows outside one at 90 because it's even better, inside one it still shows it at 45. Right, and then you can move on and do whatever else next. Does everyone want to go just putting the angles in? And does that make sense why you see movements? So if you're breaking the kata down, and the kata's the motion's at an angle, first thought is, okay, I know where he is. I'm at an angle to him. Now I just need to, and if that hand's hitting him, this one will be telling where he is and getting the limbs out of the way. So very quickly you can start to speak its language. Does everyone know that idea? Okay, let's have a go at that then. Okay, knife out at an angle. Then we'll do